Good evening, this is the Oscar expert here with Brother Bro at the Sundance Film Festival, and it's time to review A Love Song. This is the debut feature of Max Walker-Silverman. This is a very minimalistic, simple story about a widowed woman living in a trailer out in the American West, and she's waiting on the arrival of a friend from her childhood that she would like to visit and perhaps, let's just say mingle with.
That's not even like a word that implies anything.
I know, well, I'm implying it by saying it in such a way. Now you might say, well, this sounds a little bit like Nomadland, but it's much more like bare bones. I mean, I do feel like after this movie, Dale Dickey could have started Nomadland, in a way.
Oh yeah.
It's only 80 minutes and it really takes its time, even as short as it is. Very slow pacing, perhaps too slow in, the time leading up to the arrival of that friend. I think that was a little longer than it should have been, but I really don't have many complaints about the pacing from that point on out. But I also appreciated some of the time where she was alone because it did build up the story in a way that I thought was important. And this movie is really about what pushes her forward.
Yeah, it definitely improved once the friend gets there and you watch the interaction they have. There are just profound moments between these two where they're coming to terms with their past and their current situation in life, their age and how they feel about it. I think there are three moments that I thought were just brilliant.
I think this was a really good showcase in how you could find such power in something very simple, and that seems to be what the director's goal was. The movie snuck up on me a few times in the last 30 minutes in ways that I wasn't expecting, that really hit me hard and made the entire experience more than worth it.
Yeah, this is a very moving film. The performances from Dale Dickey and Wes Studi are some of the best at the festival. You can completely sink into those moments of quiet with them, and they're very well cast because they feel so natural in the story. It's refreshing to see these actors be given the opportunity to bloom in a film like this.
Given that they're both sort of character actors who have been typecast in a lot of stuff, you've probably seen these actors in a couple movies, but I love that they both have the spotlight here. And Dale Dickey, I think, totally eats up that spotlight. I mean, I feel like she could do anything after seeing her in this. The way that she can hold a close-up and keep our attention even in these really quiet moments. I thought her performance was very powerful.
I did find another thing that held it back for me was the unfortunate fact that a lot of movies have been made with similar themes in it. Because there's not as much novelty, it maybe just didn't hit me as hard as it could have. I'm not saying this movie doesn't do anything original, but it is a little bit similar to other films I've seen. Maybe I didn't bring in enough from myself into the film to love it as much as some people.
I actually found there to be a lot here, whether it's how somebody deals and moves forward with grief and carries that person with them, to allowing yourself to experience love, even for brief moments. I thought this was a really good piece of filmmaking because of how much kind of bubbled up out of this, rather simple story. I would give it an 8 out of 10.
I would give it a very good 7 out of 10.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing.
Can you sing us a love song in the comments?